Imagine that you are creating an app where the user has either a free account or a premium one. You would like to set some conditions for the way in which content appears. For example, only showing advertisements on free accounts. In the next couple of minutes, you will learn to do just that by describing how to write if and if-else statements. You will also be able to explain how if-else can be used to conditionally set up a value for a variable. So, to set conditions for the way content appears on your app, you can use the conditional instruction if. You can use the if statement to execute some code, only if the specific conditions are true. Let's examine how this can be written in Kotlin code. I start off with the if keyword, then I add parentheses, and inside these parentheses, I specify a condition. In this case, the condition is that the account type is free. A condition is also a code that returns a Boolean, which means that it's either true or false. Using the same code, I open the curly braces and here I specify the body, which is the code that should be executed when the condition is met. Here, the code in the body will print the string show ads. Don't forget to close the curly braces. Now let's explore a few examples. In this example, if you use true as a condition, then the body will always execute. Using a condition in this way in a piece of code does not make sense. The same goes for using false as a condition, as the body will not execute. Using a condition in this way means that it will never print, which also does not make sense. Let's return to the app example where the user can choose between a free and premium account. In this case, you want to show advertisements, since the user has a free account. This means the code should print show ads. Let's say that the account type has now changed to paid. When the same condition is checked, it is not satisfied, so the code in the body is ignored and the code prints nothing. You may have noticed that every line in the body of a statement starts with 4 additional spaces. The spaces are known as an indent, and the white space improves code readability. Creating these white spaces is called formatting. This is a very popular practice among developers. It makes code easier to read. For instance, it helps to distinguish between the body of your condition and the rest of the code. You should now be familiar with formatting if statements in Kotlin. Let's unpack another condition called the if-else condition statement. What if you want to do something both when a condition is satisfied and when it is not? For instance, depending on the type of account you want to display, a label saying paid or free. The key point is that you always want to print one or the other. Then, in the else part of the code, you specify what should happen when a condition is not met. So, in this code, if the value of the account type variable is free, the text free account will be printed. Otherwise, the text paid account will be printed. Now you can use if-else to set a variable value. In this example, the code will also assign some value to a variable called text, which is either free account or paid account, depending on the value of account type. What is really great news is that these two assignments can be combined and simplified. You can make if-else decide what value will be assigned if you use it on the right side of a single assignment. That is typically how we use if-else to decide on property value depending on some condition. Whenever the body of the if-else conditional statement has only one expression, you can exclude the braces and only use the content. You should now be able to describe how to write if and if-else statements, as well as explain how to use an if-else to conditionally set a value for a variable. Congratulations on building another important Kotlin skill.